This video is brought to you by Wonderland.com. Love more and hate less.
Took a flight to Cali so we can live out our dreams. She jamming to my shit as her favorite artist. You try to show me love, but you know I'm heartless.
What is up, YouTube? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Ben 40K Guap, and I'm back once again with a brand new story time. Now today I have a very special topic. If you haven't read the title by now, today I'm going to be telling y'all about the time my prom date blocked me. Till this day, I haven't heard nothing from her. She blocked me, you know what I'm saying? She blocked me. The only information I got from her was, I guess they said she go to some college out of state. I don't know what college she goes to, but yeah, man, the only thing I got was, bro, she go to some college out of state. But do I care? And of course not. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I know I'm a little late with prom season being over, but I decided it was only right for me to drop this story time. Now, when y'all think about a typical prom, you think about the smiles on people's faces, pictures being took. Also, can't forget about the dates and dances, etc. Of course, it's like a fairy tale. Everyone who been in prom, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all already know, man, my prom was completely far from a fairy tale. Probably one of the most craziest story times during my senior year of high school. Listen, I need everybody to hear me out real quick, just real quick before we get into the story time. The moral of this story is not everyone you meet has good intentions for you. That's what y'all gotta understand. Not everyone you meet has good intentions for you. Know who to trust, and trust your gut feeling. Because I'm trying to tell you, that's gonna save you at the end. Not everyone has good intentions for you or towards you, if that's the best way I can put it. Learn who to trust and trust your gut feeling, because it's gonna save you at the end. I promise you, I'm trying to tell you. But with all that being said, I think it's time for me to get into the story time. So without further ado, if y'all haven't already smashed that like button, be sure to smash that like button, turn on post notification for your boy Ben 4, and y'all, let's get straight into it. Let's go. Now, let me take y'all back to my senior year of high school. Now, for some of y'all that don't know, I graduated high school just last year, the year of 2022. Now, y'all hear me out. Senior year of high school, I was on my grind, bro. You feel me? I was on my grind, making sure my grades was up and good, staying out of drama by any means possible. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's like senior year, you got to finish strong before you head out, of course. Now, therefore, y'all know how every school has their events throughout the whole school year. Look, y'all hear me out. I was that kid. I was the kid that never went to a school event. You know what I'm saying? I was that kid who never went to a school event whatsoever. I didn't find no interest in it. I didn't go to any school event. It's to the point people used to ask me, would I attend the graduation ceremony? Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, I attended my graduation ceremony. Who wouldn't go and get a diploma? Come on, let's be real. Who wouldn't go get a diploma? Like, I know I didn't go to no school events, or I know I didn't take my senior year pics. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Who is not going to their own graduation? I'm there. I'm going there and I'm getting my diploma and I'm out. Don't get me wrong. I probably didn't go to no school events, but bro, when it comes to graduation day, I'm there. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I can't even blame people for asking me about the graduation thing, because bro, I was just that kid who never, ever attended a school event. When it comes to school events, I just don't go. But graduation, I'm in there, if you know what I mean. Now, y'all, look, winter formal had just passed, and I remember not going. And I was just like, Now, look, me not going to winter formal, I was just like, man, I might just have to pop out to the next major dance event, which was prom, obviously. Now, don't get me wrong, there was other events going on, but it wasn't as big as, prom. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, like throughout the school year. Now, I know, yeah, graduation is towards the end, but I'm talking like throughout the school year, like after winter formal, like, bro, there's no really big event besides prom, which is upcoming. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, now we get done with the first semester of the school year. Remind y'all, winter formal was in the first semester. and we get that out of the way. I didn't go. So now we're heading towards the second semester of the school year, which is the last semester. So now we get to the last 4 months of the school year, man. We get to the last 4 months of the school year. From March, April, May, and June. Remind y'all, we go from March to June. March, April, May, and June. The last 4 months before we're out, man. As soon as we get into the month of March, I'm still focused. I'm still locked in, managing my grades, making sure I'm keeping my grades good and up by any means possible. You feel me? So we get March out the way. Now we get into the month of April. Now we get into the month of April. I remember the weeks was going by so fast. Everything just zoomed to the point that everyone was already talking about prom, which was next month. Look, during the month of April, I remember pretty much my brother, you know what I'm saying, he called me from school and just pretty much convincing me to go to prom, which was my last year. So I remember he had said something, I forgot what he said, but he had said something that had made me convinced for me to go to prom. So I made up my mind, like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna go to prom. This will be the first time I go to a school event, and I'm gonna just pull up and just see how it goes. Remind y'all, like I told y'all, don't forget. Remind y'all, like I said earlier, rewind. I don't go to no school events. So for the mere fact that I had changed up my mind and said I was going to go, this was different, bro. This was about to be the first school event I was actually about to attend. Now, we still in the month of April, and prom was just around the corner. Our prom was actually on May 5th. You know what I'm saying? Our prom was on May 5th. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember it vividly. Boom, right before prom. We still in April, don't get me wrong, we still in April. We still in the month of April. But right before prom, your boy got into a fight. I got into a fight. After all that, keeping my grades good, making sure I stay out of drama, y'all, I got into a fight. Now, if y'all haven't already watched that story time, by the time I got into a fight my senior year of high school, make sure y'all go watch it. It's still up there, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go watch that video, man. So I get myself into a fight at school, and they basically gave me out of school suspension for 1 day, and the remaining was just in school suspension. Remind y'all, prom is coming up. Prom is coming up, man. Prom is coming up, and I just got myself into an altercation. You know what I'm saying? I just got myself into a deep altercation, man. Prom is coming up, and I just got into a fight, y'all. As soon as they let me go out, and as soon as I finished my last day of in-school suspension, your boy was free to go back to class. As soon as I finished all my in-school suspensions, your boy was free to go back to class. But y'all, look, as soon as I got out, bro, everyone was already talking about their prom dates, what they were wearing to prom, their prom suits, who they were going with, who they were driving with. And it was like everyone had everything situated towards prom. On the other hand, not only was I not prepared for prom, I also didn't have no prom date. I had no prom date, and I had no one to go with, you know what I'm saying? One day I go to school, and I asked this girl in my class if she wanted to go to prom with me. And unfortunately, she declined it. You know what I'm saying? She told me, like, the whole prom thing, she wasn't into it. And which I respected it. I was like, all right, you know, it's fine. I understand. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I should have probably told her, like, on some, baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I should have told her that instead of telling her, you trying to go to prom with me? You know what I'm saying? I think it was the way I said it. Probably made it for her to be like, oh yeah, I don't want to go to prom. But hey, who knows? I don't know. Yeah, at a point in time, I was like, you know what? It's cool. I'll just go to prom by myself. No biggie. I'll just go to prom by myself. Now, of course, there was other girls in my school that I could have asked. But it was just like I didn't have a strong bond with them. You know what I'm saying? You're from where I'm from. You know a couple of the stories. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too much on here, but y'all know what I mean. But, you know, it was just like, bro, I just didn't have a lot of, like, strong bonds with people at my school. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, bro, I'm going to just go solo dolo. I remind you, our prom was on May 5th, which was on a Friday. So I did my research. Before the day came up. And I seen that it was going to rain that day. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to prom no more. Not only was I like, bro, you know, I didn't even order my stuff yet. But I was just like, you know what? It's going to rain on that day. It's cool. I don't even want to go to prom no more. Because, you know, it was a whole prom send-off that was going to happen. But as soon as I seen it was about to rain, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm not even about to waste my time and even go to prom. Instantly, right there and then, I changed my mind about prom, which I made my decision that I wasn't going to go to prom no more. Now, don't forget, man, remind you, I had gotten into a fight. So, like, as soon as I got back into school, teachers and students were talking about the fight that happened. It was just going around everywhere, man. Senior year of high school, I had certain free periods because my credits were good enough, so I didn't have to go to school for like certain hours, or I didn't have to be in a school building for certain hours because I didn't have no class during that time due to the fact that my credits were good. So one day during my free period, I'm in the hallway with a couple of people, and I remember this one girl had walked up to us. Now, I didn't know anything about this new girl. All I knew was she was from a different state, and she had heard that I got into a fight. I remind y'all, the same day, I'm with two of my friends, and we're in the hallway waiting, which is cooling, and we're waiting for the bell to ring so we could go to our next class, because we didn't have no class during that period. We were just waiting for the bell to ring so then we can go to our class. When she walked up to us, it was like she already knew them. It was like she already knew my friends, but it was like she was trying to get to me from talking to them. If you know what I mean, it was like she was trying to get to me from talking to them. As soon as she's talking to my friend, she looks at me. She looks at me and she goes, "What's up? What's your name?" And she had her hand out. "What's up? My name Ben." And I throw my hand down. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And I shake her hand. As soon as I shook her hand, you automatically remember this. I'm not making this up. She said, "Oh yeah, you're my new boy best friend." Right there and then, I should have knew it was a red flag. Right there and then, I should have knew it was a red flag. Those words, man, I should have ran fast, man. But I was like so like chill and laid back to the point I wasn't even thinking at the time. But as soon as she said, "You're my boy best friend," right there, I should have told her like, "Yeah, give me a sec," and left. You know what I'm saying? Not even look back, I should have left. Now, after all that, the bell rings, and I remember I go to class, and later that same day, I had another free period. So as I was walking in the hallway, remind you, I had a free period again. As I was walking in the hallway, I remember like I hear somebody calling my name from the back. Like I hear somebody calling my name from the back. And I look back and I see her. And damn, I tell y'all, bro, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, bro, I swear, damn, this youngin was never in her classroom. I know, like, those people back in high school that, like, bro, are never in class. Like, the main place you always gonna find them is, like, the hallway or the gym. She was one of those. Like, she was never in class. So when I seen her, I wasn't surprised. But I remember when she seen me, the first thing she was like, she asked me was, "Do I have an Instagram?" And I told her, yeah. I should have lied to her and be like, "Nah, I don't use Instagram." But come on, modern day, who ain't using the Instagram? You know what I'm saying? Who don't, like, come on, let's be real. So as soon as I told her I got an Instagram, she gave me her phone. She handed me her phone. She didn't even tell me like she handed me her phone, and she was on Instagram, like on the search bar. So I put my Instagram on there. Remind y'all, she asked me for my Instagram. She basically gave me her phone. She was on the app, on the search bar, and she's like asking me to put my Instagram on her phone. So just remind y'all, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for in the long run when the story time is over. So after that, we started talking. And it was like every time she was saying something, like she was just throwing my energy off, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time she would say something, I would lose interest. Now we're talking, and we go into like her class, because remind y'all, I didn't have a class at that time. And she had like, I think she had like some type of, I don't know what class she had at the time, but all I know was like, bro, the teacher never cared if the students were walking back and forth, or like the teacher never cared if they were on her phone. So I remember we go into her class, and I remember, bro, she just starts talking, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, my girl best friend is about to go to prom with one of your mans." I'm like, "Okay, what you want me to do about that? Like, why are you telling me that?" I remind y'all, she had asked me, was I gonna go to prom? And I had told her, yeah, but like I told y'all, I wasn't gonna go to prom, but I was gonna let her know after school that I was just joking, I wasn't gonna go to prom. As soon as she asked me, was I gonna go to prom, and I responded back with a yes, she was telling me like, "All right, bet, come to prom with me." You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Yo, come to prom with me." She don't got nobody to go with. And I told her like, "All right, bet, I'll just go with you." Now here is where the story gets intense. Remind y'all, this girl is new. She's from a whole different state. Now where she's from, I'm not gonna mention, but where she's from, the females over there are known for using and setting people up. Now let's get back into the story time. Now, as soon as I told her I would go to prom with her, she was like, "I bet, what are we wearing?" Now, like I told you in the beginning, bro, this girl was throwing my energy off. So I tell her I'm gonna buy me a green suit, because my favorite color was green. She's like, "Ew, no, don't buy that. Get a red suit. I'm about to wear red." So I'm like, "All right, bet, I'm gonna just get a red suit." You know what I'm saying? I'm just get a red suit. Right after that, she asked me, she was like, "Do I drive a car Or am I like the rest of these guys? I'm like, nah, shawty, I drive a car to school. As soon as I told her I drive a car to school, it was like this glare in her eye that was like, I got a guy who drives to school now? Oh yeah, I'm securing that. Like, he's secure with me now. Back in my day, like, if you was driving a car to school and people knew you drove to school, bro, they was treating you like, brah, like the Michael Jordan of the team. Like, bro, they was looking at you like, yo, he got it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. Like, bro, when they knew you had a car, like, they wanted to be your friend. Like, that's how it was for real. Like, if you had a car, like, a lot of people would try to, you know what I'm saying, use you as an access. But me, on the other hand, I was not going for none of that. Because I remember, like, sophomore year and junior year, we was in COVID. But sophomore year, everyone remembers, like, bro, if you had no car, you was walking home. Like, you would take the bus, but after school, no ride back, bro, start walking home. That's how it was for us. We were walking home, bro. So when I got a car, man, I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, no more walking days for me. Now, let's get back to the story. Now, after that, she asked me what car I drive. I guess she thought I drove some expensive car. And when she asked me what car I drive, I told her, I said, yo, I drive a 2008 Ford Focus. Now, if y'all don't know what that is, y'all go search it up. As soon as I told her what car I drive, she was like, ew, it's not given. I'm like, what? Then she goes, is giving American Idol logo or some shit like that. If y'all search up the Ford logo and the American Idol logo, y'all can see the similarities that she was talking about at the time. So after all that, of her going back and forth, making fun of my car being old, I asked her, I said, what car do you drive? She's like, I don't drive a car. I'm like, so how do you get to school? She's like, I take the bus. Oh my God. So as the conversation kept going, she's telling me I have to rent a car for prom. Do y'all believe this? She's telling me I have to rent a car for prom, bro. Like, you're telling me right now, I just told you I drive a '08 Focus Ford. Then I asked you asked me that. Then I asked you, what do you drive? And you say you don't drive, you take the bus. Now you're telling me to rent a car for prom? Shawty, I'm not Floyd Mayweather, bro. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you, bro. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I might drive a car to school, but like, come on, bro. Basically, she heard that one of my childhood friends was renting a BMW, and she basically wanted me to do the same thing too. I'm like, bro, shawty, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, can't do that for you. Look, this is what I tell her. I'm like, all right, bet I got you. I'm gonna rent a car. Cause y'all, I'm trying to tell you, it was something telling me like, bro, she was using me. It had a strong gut feeling she was using me. So I had told her like, all right, you know what? You want a car? I got you. I'm gonna rent a car. I'm gonna rent. It might not be a BMW, but it'd be close to that. Maybe like a Corvette or some shit. I was just saying dumb. Like, I was just saying shit like I'm in paid in full. Like, I'm really, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, but I got you. I'm gonna rent a car. Now, whole time I had a feeling from the jump, from the start, she was only using me. I had a feeling from the start that she was using me, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a strong gut feeling, and every time I have a gut feeling about something, I always go with that. So I'm just telling her like, yeah, I got you. I'm telling her what she wants to hear. Like, I'm not even arguing about it. I'm just like, all right, bro, you want, all right. But look, remind you, I ain't no simp, but I'm just saying stuff as in like, bro, okay, yeah. Now remind you, I knew she was using me, so I'm like, all right, look, I'm not going to prom, but I'm not going to let her know yet. I'm going to let her know later on, you know what I'm saying, a week before prom, like a couple days before prom. Because I had a strong gut feeling she was using me, bro. Come on, if you're watching this right now and you telling me she wasn't using me, bro, you're messed up, bro. You have to go rethink about life right now. Because, bro, you telling me all this, I'm telling y'all, bro, and you're telling me, oh, man, nah, bro, she's not using you, bro. She's feeling you. No, bro, that's using, bro. Come on, man. Let's be real. She's saying all this and all that, bro. My head was splitting, bro. My head was splitting to the point that, like, I'm like, all right, bet. And I walked out her class. The bell had just rung, and I went to my next class. Now, the next day, literally the next day, basically her friend, her girl best friend, had went to my man's and told him, like, yeah, basically, she's trying to use me. And, like, she was, as she's telling, this is what he told me. Like, he basically told me, this is what my man's told me. He told me, like, yeah, basically, she said that Shawty was just trying to use you, this and that. And like, as she was telling my man's that, she was laughing about it. Now, I don't know what the best friend was thinking, like, of my man's not going to tell me, but like, come on. Now, she did tell my man's not to tell me, but come on, man. My man's ain't no simp. He told me everything, you know what I'm saying? Once again, my man's ain't no simp. My man's basically broke down everything that happened, pretty much just saying that she was only using me for what I had. Now, the best friend, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. The best friend that told my mans that, I think she was looking at it towards him like, okay, like, let me just tell him on some like freeze, like, let me just tell him just to tell him. But she thought like he was gonna tell me, like, come on, shawty, you gotta be, come on. Be more like, yo, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my man. You think he not gonna tell me? So that basically messed it up for the girl who was trying to take me to prom. But at the same time, I already had a gut feeling that she was using me. So this was no like surprise. This was no news to me. I already knew from the gut feeling that I had. That's why I be telling y'all, bro, you have to trust your gut feeling. So I'm listening to the whole story that my man is telling me. And I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, I bet. I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. Y'all, this is where the story gets intense. So like I always say, if you haven't already, go grab your popcorn, your Pepsi, your Coca-Cola, your Sprite, your Fanta. Because, bro, it's about to be a movie, man. So y'all, listen, we get into the last week of April before prom. And remind you, my man has just got me hip about what his girl had told him. Like, I was already knowing from having that gut feeling from the jump. Now, hear me out. Never did I ever once approach my prom date about the situation. Now, what I was planning to do was I was going to come up with a plan. Now, she doesn't know that I know that she's using me. You know what I'm saying? So me knowing this information, I'm like, the only thing I can do and the only way I can go right from here is come up with a plan. Now, remind y'all, she had my Instagram. Remember in the beginning, I told y'all I gave her my Instagram. She had my Instagram, and it would be like certain days she would text me and talk about prom. And I would text her back, like answering her questions like I was clueless, like I wasn't knowing she was using me. Now, if y'all don't know by now, I told y'all at first, when I was talking to her, this is like before I kind of had that feeling she was using me. When I was talking to her at first, I told y'all I was going to let her know. Like, eventually I was going to go to prom. Even though I was joking around with her, telling her I was going to go to prom, I was going to let her know weeks ahead that I was going to go to prom. But with her friend letting my mans know and informing my mans about how she was using me, I'm like, the way this whole situation played out, the way she's looking at the situation is, oh yeah, I'm about to use him for all he got and he doesn't even know it. And then the way I'm looking at it is in like, okay, look, she thinks she about to use me, but just watch. Man, I was playing chess, man. She was thinking I was dumb, but throughout the whole situation, she wasn't even knowing. So now I got a few people asking me, yo, Ben, what are you about to do? What are you coming up with? What are you gonna do? Now I'm basically not letting nobody know what I'm gonna do. I'm not letting nobody know the plan I had installed because, you know, I know a lot of people like to go around and talk and, you know, word gets out there too fast. So I'm like, bro, just wait and watch, you know what I'm saying? So now we get into the month of May. The same month of prom, we get into the month of May. Now, before we got into May, towards the ending of April, it's like she ghosted me just a little bit, but it wasn't like full to the extent. So now we get to the month of May. And y'all, when I tell you, man, I came up with a plan. Y'all, man, I came up with the best plan I ever came up with. Now, if y'all don't know, man, I'm the type of person, bro, if you lied to me once or lied to me twice, I become a divisional 1 liar, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to lying, if they have rankings, bro, I will be a division 1 liar, bro. So, like, you gotta be better than that. So, as Shawty's telling me stuff, I'm lying to her now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she used me. So now, we're like 3 days right before prom, and now she's thinking that everything is gonna go as planned. She's thinking I'm gonna rent the car. She's thinking I'm gonna wear the red suit. Everything that she wants is gonna go as planned. And I'm telling her, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got you. Now, remind you, she doesn't even know that I know she's using me. Now, fast forward, let me jump to that Friday, man. So that Friday of prom, I remember we had school that same day, but they were letting the, like, upperclassmen, like, go home and get ready for prom, and prom send off and take pics and all that, you know what I'm saying? All that fun stuff. Now, me on the other hand, like I told y'all, I wasn't going to prom. But I lied to my teacher and told her that I needed to go home early because I had to go get, like, dressed for prom. Like, it was like if you was going to prom, they'd let you go. But I'm like, I'm not even going to prom, but I'm just trying to go home, bro. Everybody going home. I'm just trying to go home. So I had told my teacher, like, yeah, I got to go home and, like, go get ready for prom. So she was like, okay, go to the office, get a slip, and you can head out. So I'm like, I bet. I'll remind you. As soon as I go home, I can't remember what time prom started. But as soon as I got home, she texted me. You know what I'm saying? My prom date texted me. Now, like, she's basically showing me, like, her dress and all. showing me like the pictures of like her red dress and all that. And look, remind you, she didn't even come to school that same day. Like certain people didn't come to school. A lot of people didn't come to school that day because of prom. But like some people still came to school, which I came to school. Now, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I was trying to duck her, even though, like, she didn't pull up to school. I didn't even know she was in school or not. But eventually, she didn't pull up to school. But I'm thinking, like, she was at school. So I'm trying to duck her because I'm like, bruh, like, this plan that I got, I wanted to go as, like, planned. But I don't want her to see me the day I'm doing it because, like, I'm like, bruh, if she sees me, I might laugh and she's gonna know something's up. So the whole school, bruh, during the whole time I was in class and all, I was trying to duck her, not knowing that, bro, she didn't come to school that day. You know what I'm saying? She was getting ready for prom. Mind y'all, like I told y'all, she's texting me and I'm back home. And she's like getting ready and she's getting dressed. Now she thinks I'm getting dressed too, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling her like, yeah, like I'm getting dressed. I'm not even sending nothing because, bro, I don't got nothing to send her. I didn't even have the red suit. I didn't even order the red suit. You know what I'm saying? I told her a while back, yeah, the red suit came in. I lied. That bro, it never came in. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her like, yeah, the renting car is out here, you know what I'm saying? It's chilling. Yeah, just let me know. I'm gonna come through, you know what I'm saying? I'm lying about everything. After that, everything just starts to slowly go down. And like, as she's getting ready, she's thinking I'm getting ready whole time, bro. I'm alive. I was doing something. Matter of fact, I was doing something. I was on a P4. I was on a P4 that day. I remember I was on a P4 that day. I was in a party with a couple people. And I remember like I got a call from my cousin. And my cousin was like, yo, Ben, where you at? I'm like, yo, man, I'm at the crib, man. He like, yo, bro, you trying to go to this prom send-off that's about to happen? And, you know, I had a few friends that were doing a prom send-off. And I'm like, I bet, yeah, sure. Now, I already knew it was going to rain that day, but I was bored at the crib. So I'm like, bro, why not? So I remember, bro, after that, my cousin comes and he picks me up. And he in a car with a couple of our other, you know what I'm saying, close friends and all. And we headed out, bro. We headed out to the prom send-off. Now, as soon as we got to the prom send-off, it was actually canceled because of the rain, due to the rain, so they canceled the prom send-off. So we like, damn, so we just driving back and forth, and I'm like, bro, let's go to Wendy's, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, let's go to Wendy's. Let's go to my favorite fast food restaurant. So we decided to go to Wendy's. We go to Wendy's. I remember that same day, I either ordered a 4 for $4, or I think it was like a medium combo with a Baconator. All I know was, bro, I had a burger, bro, with no pickles. And I remember I had fries, chicken nuggets, and a drink. And I remember we was in there and we was eating. You know what I'm saying? I was eating, man. I was eating good. I damn near went to go get another 4 for $4. As soon as I go get another 4 for $4, I remember I come back. And it was like before I even came back, one of my mans was like, hey, yo, Ben, yo, your phone. Someone's like blitzing your phone. I'm like, what's going on? So I rushed back. I rushed back to my phone. I even told the employee, like, yo, give me a second real quick. I rushed back to my phone. When I rushed back to my phone, I seen it was a text from my prom date. As soon as I go back to my phone, I see she's texting me. You know what I'm saying? She's texting me. She's like, where you at? Now, remind y'all, prom starts in about 30 minutes. So she's going, where am I at? I'm like, I'm here. She's like, where? I'm like, I'm here. So I guess she left her phone to go check outside. Because the way it was like, bro, she didn't text back until like a minute later. So I guess she went outside to go look, and she didn't see my car. She didn't see me. Once again, she says, yo, where are you at? I'm like, I'm here. She's like, where? I'm looking out. I don't see you. I'm like, yeah, I know you don't see me because I'm at Wendy's. When I told her I was at Wendy's, she was like, Wendy's ? Be for real. I'm at Wendy's. She's like, bro, stop playing. Listen, as soon as she told me to stop playing, yo, I didn't even text back. All I did was, bro, okay, look, you think I'm playing? I sent her a pic. And in the pic, it was like the 4 for $4 burger, and like my face was on the screen. But like the way my face was like it was half screen. Like I didn't want to show my full face because I was trying hard not to laugh. So the burger was like so small, it like my whole hand like ripped the junk. You know what I'm saying? My whole hand was like full force on the burger, and like I'm real like kind of sweating a little bit, bro. Cause like I'm like, yo, like I don't know how she gonna react to it, but my face is like on the side of the camera, and I'm smiling. Like I was smiling just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And like I just sent a pic of like my hands and me holding the Wendy's burgers. Now, after I sent the picture of the Wendy's burger, she opened it, but she didn't reply back. And I was just kind of like, bro, like it is what it is. Now, the whole plan was never for me to go to Wendy's. That just came out the rip when my cousin had picked me up. The whole plan was for me to tell her like, yeah, I wasn't going to go. But it was just a mere fact. When she texted me when I was in Wendy's, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to get her, man. God put this plan for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I got to get her right, bro. So when I sent her that pic, bro, she didn't even reply back. Like, just think about it. Imagine your peers and your family mates are at your house, right? And you're all dressed up for prom. And they ask you, they're like, where's your prom date at? What do you say? Are you going to say he's at Wendy's? Like, come on, they're not even going to look at you for real. They're going to take you as a joke. Bro, I guess, like, to the point in time, like, she didn't even tell her, like, people where I was or who the prom date, this and that. Because, bro, if she would have told her people, like, yeah, my prom date at Wendy's right now, they would look at her like, bro, you realize I was going to go to prom with a guy who went to Wendy's? Bro, like, you're not serious. So, like, yeah, I guess she never told her people the real, like, reason why, like, I never came where I was at. I guess he made up some story, but, bro, like, yeah, bro, like, I didn't, yo, man, it is what it is. Like, yo, come on, bro. Shawty, you was going to use me and, like, I got my get back. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling it even. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling it even. So now eventually she doesn't go to prom. She did take a couple pictures, but it was from the crib. So she didn't go to prom after all. So that upcoming Monday, that upcoming week, I remember a couple people was telling me, like, yo, Ben, watch out for her, man. She looks mad. You know, yo, keep your distance. I'm like, bro, for real, bro, I don't care, bro. Like, I'm already telling people, like, yo, like, bro, I don't care. So, but I'm at the same time, I'm being aware of my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? I get to class and, like, throughout the whole day, I didn't see her. Now, I remember I went to lunch and I had the same lunch she had. So I go to lunch and she sees me. Now, when she sees me, she don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? She just stares at me. She don't say nothing. I'm just on some, like, yo, like, I'm just like normal day. You know what I'm saying? Normal day in school, normal day at lunch. Like, you can't be mad at me for not picking you up or having the situation end up how it had to end up because you was using me the whole time. Now, to this day, I never confronted her about her using me. I didn't care, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. To this day, I don't care. So we have about 2 more weeks of school left before we graduate and we're out. And I remember throughout the whole week when we was in school, she did not once talk to me. She didn't even look at me. Yo, she did not talk to me. You know what I'm saying? She was mad, of course. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She thought she was going to use me, but I played out. Man, I was like, bro, I ain't going to hold you, man. I was like LeBron and damn near. I was like LeBron in 2016 with all them comebacks I was making, bro. Like, she was doing stuff, using me for stuff. But at the end, man, I was just making comebacks after comebacks. I planned this whole thing out, and, man, it went successful, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I told y'all, man, we get to the ending of the school year, and she ain't saying nothing to me, and I ain't saying nothing back to her. I remember when we graduated, I did text her, like, congratulations and all that. And after that, she was like, yeah, she said the same thing to me, too, and all. But it was like a dead conversation. It was, like, nothing really too exciting. You know what I'm saying? That was, like, the last time I spoke to her. So, y'all, right after that, man, we go into the summer. Now, we go into the summer, like, right before I even got to school. Like, I remember, bro, she removed me as a following. You know what I'm saying? She removed me as a following. So, y'all know how Instagram works. When somebody removes you as a following, it has, like, the person still following you if you don't remove them as a follower. So she still had me as a follower. So I go back on her page, and this is, like, months after we graduated, but we're still in the summer. I go back on her page, and I remember I see, like, bro, she wasn't following me, but I was on her following list. I'm like, yo, shawty, you not Beyonce, bro. Like, you damn far from even, like, damn near Ari or damn near, like, bruh, City Girls, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, yo, who? I'm like, bro, get out of here. So I remove her, I unfollow her, and I get to remove her off my list. I'm like, yeah, but I gotta get out of here, you know what I'm saying? So now as soon as I remove her, like, that's like the last time I even like seen her, like, feed on my Instagram. Like, I don't see nothing from her no more. So when I actually get into school, when I get on campus, like, I remember I was like, let me go check out what this person is doing. So, like, I go on her page, like, I try to look for her page. I'm like, yo, I don't see her page not, like, popping up. Her page not popping up. And I remember, like, I put down her name, and, like, it wasn't popping up. It was like, user not found no more. Now, I'm like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, yo, now, I'm trying to search her name up, and I couldn't find it. So what I do is I remember I go to the messages, and I scroll down to the messages, and I remember, like, it said, like, yeah, bro, like, user not found, this and that. Pretty much she blocked me, you know what I'm saying? She blocked me. It is what it is. She did it to herself. She got me on block. Do I care? Like I told you, of course not. I don't care. This would have never happened if she never was going to, you know, lie and use me and this and that. But like I told y'all, man, moral of the story is, bro, watch who you trust. And not everyone that you meet has good intentions for you or towards you. So always trust your gut feeling. Because look, imagine if I would have let her use me, bro, I would have been like a focused, you know what I'm saying, person. Like, till this day, I would have, like, never knew. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't using my gut feeling, I would have never knew. Saying, y'all got to start understanding, man, there's a lot of people nowadays getting used and they don't even know. Like, it's there in your face. Like, bro, it's there in your face, and they don't even know. Like, I remember back in high school, I used to walk with a couple people. We was like, bro, deep. We was always deep. We was like sometimes like 10 of us. And I remember when some of us started getting cars, I remember like, bro, I was like driving solo. The only people that like was coming in the car with me was like the people that used to walk with me. You know what I'm saying? There'll be cars driving past us and like always laughing and telling us to, yeah, walk home, this and that. So as soon as I got a car, I'm like, I bet the only people that come in the car, you know what I'm saying, with me is the people that were walking with me. Now, like I told y'all, we was deep. Some of those people that I used to walk with, as soon as they got a car too, they was thinking like them females were like, bro, friends with them, gonna be friends with them and all, but I'm looking at them like, yo, bro, they using you. And they would tell me like, bro, shut your mouth, like stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as we graduated from school and school was over, like, they don't even talk to them no more. So y'all gotta really watch who you trust, because, bro, you will be thinking somebody's, you know, friends with you, but the whole time they using you. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, y'all let me know down in the comments below. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. Let me know, because I know it's going to be two different sides of, like, people, like, when it comes to this video. It's going to be the people that are going, Ben, you kind of, you know, took a little bit too far. And there's going to be the people that are like, nah, you know what, Ben, you did do the right thing because she was using you. So y'all let me know down in the comments. Y'all let me know down in the comments, did I take it too far? Or, you know, did I do the right thing? Because me, personally, I think I did the right thing because, bro, come on, somebody's using you. You're not going, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, let me know in the comments down below, man. Let me know in the comments down below. Once again, y'all, man, if y'all made it to the end of this video, thank you guys. Don't forget to comment down below if y'all want more story times. Don't forget to turn on your post notification. And don't forget to hit that subscribe for your boy Ben 4. And y'all, man, look, man, take care of yourselves. I love y'all, man. I'm out. Peace.